are you doing today? You look like you're going on a bit of a trip.
I wish. No, they've got enough money. Yeah, I remember seeing your face on SBS.
My name's Andrew. What's yours?
Hi, Andrew. I'm Hazel.
Hazel, hello.
Yes. The old English name.
Oh, it is. And
Evelyn.
Evelyn. That's another nice English name.
Yeah.
How long have you known each other?
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah, going on 5.
Yeah. You good friends or just casual friends?
No, very good.
Very good friends. Now you were telling me...
Evelyn lives on a boat.
Oh, right.
Down on the water down there. And the husband's at work all day long, so but being on a boat, who wants to be on a boat all day long?
Yes.
So she comes up to my place and spends the days with me.
And your place is, what, a house?
Yeah, a house, Department of Housing.
Yes.
And so she spends her days with me, goes home at night time, cooks her husband's tea, does whatever they do.
Sounds like a great
coming
arrangement.
back the next day. Yeah, we're very good friends, very close.
Oh, well, we're fishermen too.
Ah, so is that where, that's the boat?
Yeah, we've got 2, a cabin cruiser and a fish trawler.
Yes.
So we go out fishing like prawning,
Yes.
in prawn season,
Yes.
and live on the other one.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it's
How
quite
long
all
have you been doing it?
right. 15 years.
Getting used to it?
Yeah.
We rock on there.
Rockabye baby.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been married 50 years.
How many?
50?
50 years?
Yes, 50 years in
She
September.
adopted how many children did
I
you
adopted
adopt?
4 boys and 1 girl.
Why did you do that?
Well, I can't have children of my own.
And you wanted children?
And I wanted children, so
And the last girl was Chinese.
a little
Yes.
Chinese girl
She's
I've got.
12.
She's 12-year-old.
Oh, so she's still obviously living with you?
No, she goes to school at Port Macquarie.
Aha.
But
How
my youngest boy is 27. My oldest boy is 50.
So you started adopting children a long time ago?
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I was married at the age of 16.
When you got married, did you know you couldn't have children?
No, not until about 12 months after.
Right.
I
And then
had cancer when I was 7-year-old. So lost all my parts, so I ended up having all my kids.
And obviously you discussed it with your husband, who was
Yeah,
happy with that.
yeah. Oh yeah. I've got a little...
Now why is the 12-year-old girl in Port Macquarie?
Because I'm living on the boat. She was brought up on the boat,
Yes.
but
She's actually back with her original mother.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Right, and she's
and then
remarried.
she comes back to me all the holidays. So she'll be coming back these holidays again.
So you brought her up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah. Yeah.
So she's got 2 mums.
Yeah, 2 mums.
Do you know her mum?
Yeah. I don't like her very much.
Don't like her. All right, let's change the subject.
Yeah.
Hazel,
Yeah.
now you were saying you go here and you play the pokies a couple of times a week.
Yeah, well, it's like this. As I said to you, I'm rearing my 2 grandchildren. They're school-age grandkids, and that's like a pretty heavy thing now. Like, I mean, I've reared 1 lot, now I'm rearing another lot.
On your own?
On my own. And I find that by just going over there and playing a few 1-center machines a couple of times a week, well, it just, takes
Yes.
away the stress. And,
Right.
and
Tell me the
yeah.
circumstances about why you're bringing up your grandchildren.
Well, my daughter was murdered. Their mother was murdered. And yes, we all lived together, fortunately, so the children were with me from the day they were born because we all lived together. So the transition between the mother dying and them, me being with them fully, wasn't too traumatic for them.
Yes.
Traumatic because their mother
course.
died, but
How old are they
was there.
now?
12 and almost 10.
How long ago did this tragedy happen?
92.
So, I mean, now I guess they've come to terms with it.
Oh, yes.
Have you?
Yes, I have come to terms with it. I came to terms with it a long time ago, and I just feel that there's no use being bitter in life about things, I really don't hate the person who did it, because to hate the person who murdered my daughter and their mother would only screw me up, and that would then I wouldn't be able to concentrate on giving the children the love and everything that they should, because I'd be too screwed up. I let God take care of it.
Yes. Very wise.
Spirit side will take care of it.
What about the children's father?
Oh no, he's jailbird.
So he's not around to help her?
No, I do it entirely on my own. Yeah, yep. Since '92.
Yeah.
I used to work full time, And then when she died, of course, you know, my main concern was the children. That's
Yes.
the main, you know, focus. And I just gave up work, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what are their names?
Nefertiti, and Jane.
Right.
Yeah.
And how? So they see you as mum.
They call me Nan,
Yes.
but they say to me, or they have said to me, Nanny, you're really our earth mum now, because mum's with God.
Yeah.
Mum will always be a mum, but you're our earth mum. And I think that's great. I think that's pretty well adjusted for kids.
What do you do?
At the moment, I just finished welfare,
Yes.
and I'm.
What does that mean? Finish welfare? You just
I did a couple of diplomas. I finished about 2 months ago.
doing diplomas in.
Welfare, yeah, community services
Yes.
and youth work and stuff
Right.
like that.
Why did you do that?
Had an interest in it. I come from the Territory, and I had an interest in the way that youth are treated in the state, because I didn't grow up under a state. I grew up under federal government during Whitlam and all of that. Yeah.
Grew up well?
Hey?
Did you grow up well?
I grew up with a lot of natural, you know, beautiful, fresh
Yeah.
wilderness, but I saw a lot of hard things too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would. Whereabouts was it?
I grew up in Darwin and Alice Springs and all around, and went out in the country a lot.
Because your family was travelling?
Yeah, yeah. My dad was, he was a border resources engineer, so always had to go out, and I saw rum jungle. I saw yellowcake leach into Margaret River and all of that, yeah. That wasn't very nice.
In growing up in that environment,
Yeah.
or in those environments, plural,
Yeah.
what did it give you, do you think? Did it make you a different person to a city person?
Yeah, it gives you a certain, it gives you a bravery and an outspokenness, but I find that not many people appreciate that, really.
They don't.
No, not really.
You're outspoken about everything?
About issues.
Yeah.
And there's certain issues that you can't forget.
Yeah.
Certain things that you see that you
Yeah.
can't forget. Like when I was in Cyclone Tracy, I woke up in the morning and I saw all these black people getting carried down the lane, and I thought to myself, oh yeah, the black people. And so then I went and looked in the Northern Territory Advocate or something like that, and tried to look for the names of the black people that I saw carried out, and none of them were there. And stuff like that I used to question all the time. Never really left me, actually. I don't feel I fit into the city, or I don't feel that my personality, I can't change that. You see, the red rocks and the red dirt and the sun and the, you know, all of that fresh barramundi I had when I was a kid, you know, all of that stuff is hard to suppress, and sort of in the city it's, people are more interested in getting a career, and even when I went to school in the city, people are more interested and sort of putting other people down to go ahead, or all of that, you know. It's a different ethic out there. It's different.
But you stay here.
I stay here because, I suppose because of life. If you see a lot of Australia, you just sort of tend to think, well, you come to the city to get some excitement, you see. That you know, sometimes in country towns, you see the shops closing down, you know that there's not much left. And really, a lot of country people, they're really trying hard. You really get to know that they're salt of the earth. I have to find pretty obscure people to get along with.
Yeah.
Because for most people, security is a big thing for people in the city. Yeah. For me, a lot of what people are in the city is not really what life's about. You know? And that's really confronting, day to day.
And how do you cope with being in the city?
Oh, I do my music, play my music, write my songs, write my poetry. You know, 2 courses that I'm interested in. I don't really like doing crappy jobs, but you know, that's life.
What do you mean by obscure?
People that are not in the rat race. People are not people are outside the norm in many ways.
Do you have a best friend?
Yeah.
One?
Yeah.
Is it like a relationship best friend?
Yeah.
boyfriend of long standing, or?
Oh, well, you know. Just basically friendship, actually, relationship.
Similar, different?
Oh, yeah. Both like old punk music. Love old punk music. Go to gigs, I suppose. And always, I mean, it's kind of friendship that you can just talk forever, you know. Talk for hours, talk for 8 hours, talk for 2 hours, talk for 9 hours. Never be caught on the phone because you'll still be talking.
Always agreeing or disagreeing?
Mulling over different things, mulling over different topics, different discussions.
Lively?
Yeah, lively, much lively.
Do you ever argue?
Yeah,
yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
But he's not as good as arguing as I am, because I grew up on it.
Is your name Frank?
How are you? Actually, that's my second name, Frank. Yeah.
What's your first name?
John Frank.
Andrew.
How nice to meet you, Andrew.
I wish I could sing like you.
Oh, Andrew.
Well, maybe not.
I'm Italian, Andrew, and that's God's gift to the world. All Italians have got good voices.
I know.
You see? Yeah.
But everybody. Do you know an Italian who can't sing?
I don't know any, mate. No, I don't. I really don't.
It's like the Welsh.
It is, yeah.
It's a genetic thing.
Like the Irish with the drink.
Have you ever got paid for singing?
No, I've been kicked out of a few places, but.
What about as a kid? Did you sing?
Oh, always loved to sing. Always loved to sing. Yeah.
Earlier on, you were walking down the street singing. Do people sometimes think you're a bit strange?
Well, but, you know, this is the thing. But how good it would be if everyone walked around singing. See, I got a lot of worries, but I just sing and them.
Yeah.
They don't worry me anymore.
Right. And is that something like you always do that?
I always do it. Always do it. My family sort of get a little bit embarrassed sometimes when they say don't do it, but I just do it.
That's
anyway.
funny, isn't it? I mean, if you went around swearing, that'd be terrible.
Oh yeah, well you'd be aggro, you see. But no, I'm a happy person. So.
Yeah. What are the things that you sing apart from Sinatra?
Oh, I do some Italian favourites. I do a lot of Elvis numbers. I go to karaoke on Wednesday nights.
Yes.
And do Elvis numbers. I've got a big fan club down there.
Do you have an idol, a singing idol?
Elvis. I thought Elvis was terrific. Yeah. Elvis was terrific.
But you don't do an Elvis impersonation?
Not as such, no. You
just sing
his songs, yeah. I haven't got his figure. Not the before or after. I'm in between.
And you haven't got his bank account either?
No, that's right. Yeah, or his side levers or his hair. He's lucky he had all his hair.
Now, what are you doing here this morning?
Just having coffee with friends and.
Friend?
Yeah. He's another friend of mine that knows all the numbers.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get him to go to karaoke, but he's a little bit shy. Yeah. But we'll get him there eventually.
How long have you been going to karaoke?
Oh, a couple of years now.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Is it sort of a form of relaxation?
It is. I look forward to it.
Well, obviously it's relaxation, but I mean, obviously it's working.
Every Wednesday night, I wouldn't miss. If I don't go to karaoke, I feel there's something missing during the week. And they're all a great bunch of people down there. Even if someone gets up and is not quite on key, everyone still cheers them, and that it's a great atmosphere.
Right.
Just down the road, actually.
Yeah. What do you do? Do you work around here at the Cross?
No, I don't. I'm a fruiterer. I'm actually semi-retired now.
A fruitologist?
Fruitologist, yeah. Yeah, fresh is best naturally.
Yeah. And semi-retired means what? Somebody else runs the business for you?
No. I've got out of the fruit game. It's a bit too hard. And now just plodding around, looking after the house and trying to, earn a living on my wits, you know what I mean?
Like busking hasn't occurred to you?
Well, no, yeah, I know what I mean. Actually, I was thinking of buying one of those things to clean the windscreens, you know.
A singing windscreen
singing. I might get more for that. I've got 5 children.
Yeah.
And that's my youngest son there.
Hi there.
Yeah. He's a beautiful boy.
What's his name?
His name's Jonathan. He's going to finish up being a singer. He's a bit shy at the moment, but he'll come out of it. And
he's got a good voice.
He has. Sometimes I hear him singing in the shower like I used to, you see. He doesn't know that I'm listening, but I go, that's my boy. Oh, no, he sings the more pop songs, you know. But,
How's
yeah.
Jonathan?
He'll be 11 next month. He'll be 11 next month. He's a good boy.
Okay.
Light of my life.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the other 4?
And the other 4, I've got a son who's 14, just took off for Brisbane today, and 3 daughters roaming around the house there, making a mess but never cleaning it up.
And is your lady wife around?
This is the lovely lady here.
And what is your name?
Don't be shy.
Tracy.
Tracy.
She won't get up and sing. No way.
You're the audience.
She's Aussie, mate. She's Aussie. She hasn't got it.
Tell us where you met John.
At Fairfield.
Doing what?
Well, when I finished school, I was doing part-time for his brother.
So working.
Yep.
And did he ask you out straight away?
No, 2 years later.
Were you expecting him to?
No.
No?
She was hoping.
Wishful thinking.
How long ago was that?
Be 20 years next year. So it's 19 years now.
19 years.
But I had a lot more hair then.
What about his singing and his let's say, positive approach to life? Do you share that?
What do you mean?
You're a happy-go-lucky person like
Oh yeah, I'll
him?
let him do what he wants. He can go to the Losers Club.
All right, is that what you call it?
Yep.
That's very karaoke. She calls it the Losers Club.
The Losers Club.
She reckons everyone there's a loser.
Where do you go? Is
No,
there
I
something-
stay home with kids.
Right. Is there anything that you like to do?
Not really.
Washing up?
Yes, housework.
Yeah. Washing, laundry? Yeah.
She has a good life with me, don't
Yeah.
worry. She's happy.
Yeah.
Anything to complain about?
No.
You said that too quickly.
No.
She has a very happy-go attitude to life, my wife. Very happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy going.
Oh, easy going.
You'd have to be.
To be with me.
To be.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say that, but you know what I mean.
No, that's true, yeah.
Yeah.
She's very
Yeah.
easygoing, and you know they say behind every successful man is a successful woman.
Yes.
That's very true. That's
Right.
very true. She's my rock of Gibraltar
Yeah.
behind me.
Terrific. Do you feel that he is now, I mean, the change in life, do you think, that, you know, having got out of the business, is that better for you?
Yeah.
Easier?
Yes.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you.
Linda? Hi, Linda. That's your breakfast. We'll let you have it.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
See you, Jonathan. Take care.
Thank you very much,
All
and have a
the
nice
best,
day.
John. Thank you.
Look after yourself.
Thank you very much. That looks good.
I'm going into the National Bank.
Doing something, an important transaction?
Just we're banking lots of money.
Banking lots of money. That's a very important.
It's a nice one today.
Yeah. Is there a special reason? Without being...
I'm in business, so we're just
So it
banking.
was a good day.
Yes, it's been a good week.
What sort of business are you in?
Computer software or consultants and developers. We mainly speak with banking, shipping, finance companies, the sort of people that use our software.
You say our.
Well, my husband wrote the software. It's
see.
Australian software.
What's it like working with your husband?
I like it.
Yeah.
Yes,
How long
it's
have you
good.
been working together?
10 years,
How long have you been married?
12 years.
And so you created this business out of nothing, as it were.
Yes,
You just
yes.
started a business.
He's one of the originals. He
Yeah.
started in the computer industry in 1965.
Before it was called the computer industry.
Absolutely. He was one of the early employees of
Yes.
Wang, and they introduced word processing to Australia. He was known as Norm Young and his I think, band of girls going around
Right,
Australia
right.
teaching everyone how to use a computer and how to
Pioneer.
pioneer. I met him on a weekend away, and I guess we courted and married.
He wasn't married.
No, yes, he was at the time, but he was separated at the time.
So you knew that he was in this industry then when you met him?
Oh yes, I knew. I was in the fashion industry then.
And you met on a weekend away where? I mean,
Up in Barrel.
You were both having a separate weekend.
Absolutely.
Just having a
yes,
rest.
with a big group of friends, and we took over one of the old guest houses up at Fitzroy Falls, and I think we still do it with a group of friends who've been doing it for about 15 years. And there's a load of fun. We have a jazz band and lots of people, and it's really good. Yeah, our children grew up going up there each year.
Right. And had you been married before?
Yes.
You had?
Yes.
So you're both
single.
post previous relationship?
Yes, second time around. It's recycled, whatever you like to call it. Yes.
And did you go into it with the same enthusiasm as the first?
Different.
Yeah.
Probably more mature. We both had children. You've got to love me, love my kids. You've got to meld that in.
Yes.
And it's worked very well. We each love all our children. We have 5 between us.
And what's it like? I mean, you 10, 12 years into a second comfortable relationship. Is it?
It's good.
Is it
it's
better
very
the second time, like the song
We were the
says?
lefties, I guess.
You were the lefties?
We were the lefties. And so it's, yes, we're very happy together, very comfortable together.
What do you think, if anything? Are you doing anything differently? I mean, is there something you can learn?
We probably talk to each other more than we may have to our first spouses. We communicate. If there's something that's worrying us, we talk about it. We talk about it if there's, with the children, there are lots of pressures. We have children from 30 down to 14, all with different needs, all different. And we talk to them and talk between ourselves. And that's really probably one of the best things. And also realise, because I have 2 boys, he has a girl, or at least 2 girls and a boy, that you have to make allowances. There's other people other than yourselves. It'd be very easy to be selfish, but you can't be. I'd always been working, and right through when I was bringing up the boys myself. So,
and did that ever? Was that ever an issue?
Yes. It's a terribly, terribly difficult thing to run a house, bring up 2 boys, work full time, and my job was very, very demanding. I'd be coming home 9:30 at night with 2 little boys at home. And there weren't the facilities when I was bringing them up for the after-school care. There just wasn't. I had a girl who lived downstairs, and she used to help me out, but then she had to rush off, and I was rushing home, so it was just a constant rush.
And by this stage, you were a single parent?
Oh yes, I was a single parent for 15 years before I met Norm.
There are cultures, and in fact before the war, in Europe, families, middle-class families, had servants, just for that reason.
I did in Mexico when I lived there, yes, and in Brazil. It was wonderful.
But you don't here.
I've always had a cleaner, no matter what. I always had a cleaner.
Well, that's a start, but you needed more.
Yes, it would have been helpful, but I organised it. I'm a great organiser. I'm a bit bossy. And I had a house that had facilities downstairs that I could have a girl live in, and I always had that. So she was there for babysitting and looking after them after school. I always made sure I had a cleaner. I didn't care what I went without, I had a cleaner, because my weekends I used to spend with the boys, and we had a ball.
Tell us about Mexico. How long were you there and why?
I was there for 2.5 years. My first husband was with Levi's, and we went on the international merry-go-round and lived in Mexico for 2.5 years and Brazil for a year.
Any artifacts that you were able to bring back? Any special items?
Every time my husband went out with his mistress, I used to buy something. And I've still got it.
You still got them?
Oh, yes, lots of them.
Have you?
I have sideboards and desks and all sorts of artifacts, yes.